VMware is unique in that we have access to 5 key control points: endpoints, workloads, networks, clouds, and identity. To integrate with the UEM is critical to ensure we are empowering teams to break silos. But with VMware, we can take it a step further and leverage the additional identity context to drive higher fidelity alerts and decisions. VMware is unique in that we have access to 5 key control points: endpoints, workloads, network, cloud, and identity. To integrate with the UEM is critical to ensure we are empowering teams to break silos. But with VMware, we can take it a step further and leverage the additional identity context to drive higher fidelity alerts and decisions. In our UEM product, we define an overall risk score. This score is determined based on current configurations, vulnerabilities, and it takes into account any threats observed by Carbon Black. As a native VMware product, we have a single installer which will set up both our security and UEM. Once deployed, integration is simplistic with straightforward API user creation on the VMware Carbon Black console and population of a pre-built connector on the VMware UEM, where we specify our API URL and credentials. Once configured, we will have access to pre-built dashboards so admins can be up and running very quickly. Where the value of native is realized is not in the integration of the two products, but rather the situational intelligence. For instance, let's say Becky's device has been configured and deployed. She's fully onboarded with the appropriate levels of access. What happens when Becky's device is targeted by an adversary? Well, this will trigger a change in the user risk score, and based on this, we can take several automated actions. We can choose to automatically quarantine the endpoint in CBC if the risk score is high, and send an email to an administrator. If the risk score is medium, we can move the device into a more restrictive Carbon Black policy and tag the device in UEM to alert admins of the action. Editing the actions is really simple. Say I wanted to restrict medium risk score users to a specific part of the network. We would select the connector and choose the action. This allows for easy offloading of traditionally manual activities to be performed automatically, allowing for quicker remediation or containment during an incident. With VMware's capabilities spanning endpoints, workloads, networks, clouds, and identity, VMware customers are able to benefit from stronger context, ultimately supporting security goals of being able to reduce time to resolution.
VMware Carbon Black solutions are designed to assist any level of analyst in order to increase time to adoption. From a day one analyst to a seasoned security professional, VMware can enable admins to increase security posture with operational confidence. When an alert occurs, we can automatically send email notifications to specified people or tools. In this case, our level 1 analyst receives an alert and can quickly pivot to the Carbon Black console for more details. Alerts are given a severity score, which can act as a prioritization assistant for analysts. Expanding an alert gives additional information on the binary, device, and any techniques associated with the execution. Analysts can then pivot into our alert triage to see a graphical representation of events occurring during the attack. Scrolling down, we can see enriched events, which give a complete breakdown and simple full-sentence structure that enables even a day one analyst to understand and evaluate alert events without any complex query language. The level 1 analyst can add notes and tags, designating this alert to be picked up by a level 2 analyst based on information found on the easy-to-understand level 1 triage event view. Once tagged, the level 2 analyst can pivot into investigation data and carry out in-depth investigation to find root cause. Carbon Black provides not only unfiltered data, but the capabilities for admins to quickly find valuable data of interest. For example, if an analyst is interested to see what applications were seen during the attack sequence, they can quickly pivot over to the Applications tab and view those applications, and then pivot even further to see events associated with those applications. From here, analysts can use our intuitive search capabilities that support fuzzy and keyword search with no complex query language to drill down further. As a level 2 analyst, I can also go into a more verbose alert visualization with more event details a level 2 analyst can leverage. Scrolling down, we're able to see even more rich log data for any selected event or node. The same search and filtering capabilities are available from this page, so I can quickly pivot into logs of interest. For example, if in this case I want to see file list script loads, I can expand these into an easy-to-read view as well. If this were encoded, Carbon Black is able to automatically decode for quicker time to remediation too. In this case, I can quickly see some interesting activity like clearing of event logs. Once the level 2 analyst gathers all the forensics required, finishes his or her investigation, and updates any notes as needed so that the level 3 analyst can pick up the alert and conclude the investigation. The level 3 analyst has a variety of tools available to them to increase security posture based on information our level 1 and 2 analysts found. They can edit policy rules to prevent behaviors we saw in our alerts, evaluate vulnerabilities, and run queries to gather stateful information with our live query solution. The analyst can run a query around things like scheduled tasks being created to look for areas of persistence, or look for items like cleared event logs that we saw in our file list script load to determine if this occurred elsewhere in the environment. The analyst can use our remote shell to resolve any security gaps found. All of these actions can be automated with our two-way API as well. As a security company, while automation and accessibility are key, it cannot be at the expense of your security posture. For this reason, strong RBAC is built into our API access as well as user access. This level of control can ensure that you're not prone to misuse or abuse of these APIs. Decreasing overall time to resolution is critical for any security solution. With VMware Carbon Black, we provide class-leading flexibility through user and API RBAC to ensure that we can empower the SOC with flexibility without compromising security.